The clever fox in a beautiful forest. There lived a clever fox named Felix. Felix was known for his intelligence and quick thinking. He always found ways to solve problems and help his friends. The other animals admired Felix and often came to him for advice. One sunny morning, Felix was walking through the forest when he heard a commotion. He followed the noise and found a group of animals gathered around a large tree. In the tree, there was a beehive, and the bees were buzzing angrily. "What's going on?" Felix asked. The animals turned to Felix with worried faces. "The bees are angry because someone disturbed their hive," said Benny the bunny. "We're afraid to go near the tree, but we need the honey for our winter food." Felix thought for a moment. He knew that the bees were important to the forest because they pollinated the flowers and trees. He needed to find a way to calm the bees and get the honey without anyone getting hurt. "Don't worry, I have an idea," Felix said confidently. He asked the animals to gather some flowers from the meadow. The animals quickly brought back a bunch of colorful flowers. Felix took the flowers and carefully approached the beehive. He gently placed the flowers near the hive, hoping the sweet smell would calm the bees. The bees slowly stopped buzzing angrily and began to investigate the flowers. "See, they are calming down," Felix said. "Now we can safely take some honey without disturbing them too much." The animals watched as Felix carefully took some honey from the hive. The bees, busy with the flowers, didn't seem to mind. Felix shared the honey with his friends, and everyone was happy and relieved. "Thank you, Felix. You always know what to do," Benny the bunny said gratefully. Felix smiled. It's important to think carefully and find a solution that helps everyone. A few days later, Felix heard that another problem had arisen in the forest. The river that provided water to the animals was drying up. The animals were worried about how they would get enough water to drink. Felix went to the river and saw that it was indeed much lower than usual. He decided to follow the river upstream to see what was causing the problem. After walking for a while, he found that a large pile of rocks and branches was blocking the flow of water. "We need to clear this blockage," Felix thought. "But we have to do it carefully to avoid getting hurt." Felix called the animals together and explained the situation. "We need to work as a team to clear the blockage. Let's start by removing the smaller branches and then move the rocks." The animals worked together, following Felix's instructions. They removed the branches and then carefully rolled the rocks away. Slowly, the water began to flow again. "Great job, everyone," Felix said. "We've restored the flow of the river." The animals cheered and thanked Felix for his clever idea. "You always know how to solve problems," said Ellie the elephant. Felix felt proud and happy. He enjoyed using his intelligence to help his friends and make the forest a better place. One evening, as Felix was resting, he heard a rustling sound. He looked up and saw an owl named Oliver perched on a branch. Oliver was the wisest animal in the forest, known for his knowledge and experience. "Hello, Felix," Oliver said. "I've been watching you. You have done well using your intelligence to help others." "Thank you, Oliver," Felix replied. "I believe it's important to use our brains to solve problems and help our community." Oliver nodded. "That's true. But remember, true wisdom comes from not only using your intelligence but also from learning and growing every day." Felix thought about Oliver's words. He realized that there was always more to learn and new ways to help others. He decided to visit Oliver often to learn from his wisdom and experience. Over the next few months, Felix spent a lot of time with Oliver. He learned about the different plants and animals in the forest, how the seasons changed, and how to read the stars. Felix enjoyed learning new things and felt even more prepared to help his friends. One day, a big storm hit the forest. The wind was strong, and the rain poured down heavily. The animals were scared and didn't know what to do. Felix knew that they needed to find a safe place to wait out the storm. "Follow me, everyone," Felix called out. He led the animals to a large cave he had discovered during one of his explorations with Oliver. The cave was dry and safe from the storm. The animals huddled together in the cave, grateful for Felix's quick thinking. "Thank you, Felix. You saved us again," said Benny the bunny. Felix smiled. "I'm glad I could help. Remember, we are all stronger when we work together and use our intelligence." After the storm passed, the animals returned to their homes. They were thankful for Felix's cleverness and leadership. They knew that with Felix around, they could face any challenge. Felix continued to use his intelligence to help the forest community. He knew that learning and growing were important, and he always sought new knowledge. The animals respected Felix not only for his cleverness but also for his kindness and willingness to help others. And so, the story of Felix the clever fox became a cherished tale in the forest. It reminded everyone that intelligence and wisdom are powerful tools and that by working together and using our brains, we can overcome any challenge. Felix's legacy lived on, inspiring future generations to value knowledge, kindness, and teamwork.